I think you need to stand up.
Howdy, folks.
Ladies and gentlemen, yesterday he brought the glasses. Today, he brought the shorts.
Oh, not just the shorts.
And the boots. We have a fucking American hero here. We have a bleeping American hero.
When these folks... Is the music still going for you, too?
Yeah. Keep talking.
We'll keep talking, okay.
It's just a long intro.
Got you, yeah.
Because you're an American hero.
I'm the American hero. When they teach about the American dream in the history books in, like 2050, they're going to say Bryce Toohey is the American dream.
That's today's episode, everybody.
Thanks for tuning in.
Not just kidding. So, Bryce, how's your day in your American hero outfit?
Well, all I'm saying is the first time I wore this, I went red today. So I lost like $1,500, which, in perspective as to what we're about to talk about, that's not that bad. Keeping it in perspective.
Oh, man. American hero over here.
American heroes just...
Bryce and I, there was a trade today. We talked about it pre-market. We outlined it, our plan, our watch list. It had the potential. It had the makings of a really good one. We sized up. And it didn't work in our favor. So I don't know if you follow StocksToTrade on Twitter. Make sure you check it out. They posted a video of us live in the trade at that moment, and then a follow up. So this is what happened with MDGS. Let's just jump right on over. I mean, it deserves it. So here's MDGS. Now clearly it failed, but if you pull up a 6 month, it had the makings of one of the really good supernova type runners. So former runner in the past, ran a ton. In the last 6 months, you can see not much action. Today, it gapped up. Incredible volume. Ended up trading 140 million shares on the day, which is, 7 times the float approximately. Yeah. And then looking at pre-market, what we were seeing was it gapped up. It held all the key levels. It spiked out of the gate. There was this nice trend forming. And Bryce and I, I started in here, bought the dips. I was pretty heavy. Bryce had how many shares?
50,000.
He had 50,000 shares of this. What was your average?
220.
220.
I think I ended up getting up to 222.
222, and we were just positioned for the breakout. These are, the loss was large.
Yeah. Oh yeah, loss was big.
Loss ever, right?
Biggest loss ever by far.
But it was calculated loss.
Yeah, and I wasn't planning on losing as much as I did, but I knew I would take my biggest loss ever if I lost on it, and I was okay with it. I sized up because not gonna lie, I was going for the home run. Not even the home run. I was just going for the opportunity that was there. Maybe the breakout didn't continue, but I was going for a big trade. Sure.
And when A+ setups come, when you have a trade plan and a thesis, and you had some really big size, but it didn't stop you from holding. Because if you would have held, it would have been disastrous.
Right, exactly. And that's just the thing too, is I've talked about this a couple times, but when you have that kind of size, you need to make sure you're emotionally able to handle the dips.
Sure.
And it dipped a couple times. Now I did take, it was the dip right before it actually failed. No, one more. That one. That probably would have shaken me out, if, even 6 or 7 months ago, if I was oversized. And today I was I need to respect the risk levels. I know the loss is going to be bigger if it doesn't work. And it didn't work.
Yeah, for me, it was basically that trend, roughly. And when it broke down here, the other trend, this higher low right here was really kind of a sign
lower high.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I might be red, but I've got
Friday,
the brains
everybody.
today. Oh,
it's been a long week.
Brains juice right now.
So this lower high here was kind of a sign oh no, the trend might not continue. And then when it broke the upwards trend line, it was pretty much a death sentence for the stock. Combined, what'd you lose? 12,000?
12,500.
I lost about 8,500. So what's that? 21,000 on the stock we lost today.
Good job, man. We killed it.
But you only ended down 1,500.
Yeah, and I was actually green for most of the end of the day. I unfortunately got caught in a stock and the bid just disappeared, and I was like, I'm not going to be a part of this. And thank God I got out because it dropped another 50 cents after.
Nice.
So I was only up 1,500 before that. Took a $2,000 loss, and then it's part of the game. Yeah, I chopped around basically all day.
I ended the day up $6,000 actually, and it was mostly because of this NRXP. Which is still running after hours here. Crazy halt. You don't see this very often, but it halts into the last 15 minutes of the day. it didn't even open until after hours, which was bizarre.
I'm convinced that's manipulation.
It probably was.
Because there have been stocks that do this, and they almost always like rip after. Like it's always shorts getting screwed.
So this one we were watching, let's toggle the close indicator because that was pretty much what I was watching. Oh, I drew a line here.
Nice.
Yeah, let's undo this. Go back to
man, just to a T.
Yep. So it held green, right? So short sellers were screwed. We talk about this all the time. Like big runner yesterday, big runner after hours, and then it got, it attracted a ton of short sellers. Like it's down, what was that, 25? It opened at 20. It got down to 16. Like it was very bearish. And then we started watching it in small cap rockets between like 11 and noon. This is market time. Because we were like, man, it's still green on today. Like it's holding all the key levels from yesterday. Like this is wild. Like any short in it from yesterday at this point was still in trouble. The new shorts were okay, but it attracted so many new shorts. Plus yesterday's, we were like, this really does have potential to squeeze.
And let's be real. You have to take into account the volume. Yeah. Pre-market, you can make an assumption that not many people got short from 25. Not many, based on the volume. You know what I mean? Most of shorts from yesterday, like you said, they're stuck. And then intraday shorts, even, I mean, they're not stuck. But
at best, you could assume maybe 21.
Maybe. And, we're consolidating basically at 19. It was pretty close. Yeah. It was a pretty close level. They were scared.
Yeah. And the moment it held green, I mean, that's when it got back on my radar. And then in here, we started taking some for the squeeze over VWAP. And this was the trade that actually put me green on the day.
Yeah, me too.
And then I was just watching it, and I wasn't really at my desk much in the afternoon because I like to take Fridays off. I talk about this because typically, as Bryce commented on my English skills earlier, I get tired on a Friday. So
the brain deteriorates.
I ended up buying 750, I think somewhere in here, roughly at a 21 average. Just risking these previous lows because it's Friday. Bohen talks about this all the time. He loves it. Yeah, low flow, valid. Short squeeze on a Friday. Like it's textbook. If you're short, you don't want to be holding this over the weekend. You're going to get in trouble. You're going to get screwed. So I took small share size for me, a little wider risk. I was just going to let it do its thing. And I actually ended up selling this after hours. I didn't have a great sell. I sold it like 25 right here because it halted up. And then it gapped down after hours. And I was like, oh, that's not what I was expecting. I was expecting it to open at like 30. But anyways, that was a nice little bonus trade for me on the day that I didn't even watch. I just literally set a stop loss down here at like 1960 and ended up working in my favor. That doesn't happen often, but it was a shot I was willing to take because of all the, the volume, the shorts trap, the initial squeeze, plus it being a Friday. A lot of factors in my favor there. And I was willing to take, the smaller risk and let the stock just do its thing.
Yeah, that was a really nice trade. I wish you told me, you said,
I did.
This is a small size trade where you just set your stop loss and walk away.
Right. No, it was. I don't even, right before I went to lunch.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, this is like a 500 share trade.
Yeah. I saw it, but it just scared me too much. And it happens. It's part of the game. It's fine.
That's fine. Yeah. The beauty of it, and this is why I think swing traders like swing trading so much a lot of the time, is you set a small share size, the loss with like a wide stop, you give a really good chance of working. And when it fails, like it's clearly just wrong. And like, you just forget about it. Like it's small enough size where it's not going to ruin your day. It's not going to mess with you emotionally. It's not going to do any of those things. It just says stop, walk, let it do its thing. Let the, I know people out there are like, oh, like they're searching for stop losses. It's probably true on like OTC stocks and some of these more low volume ones. But in my opinion, this one was straight enough volume. There was enough people short, enough people stuck. Really wasn't a problem. I say this all the time with other liquid stocks too. Like MDGS today, at one point, I just threw a stop loss on it in the morning here because it's just it's trading millions and millions of shares a minute. These are 1 minute candles. You're getting 2 million shares a minute. Like a market maker is not going to care about. At the time I had 12,000 shares, like 12,000 out of that 2 million.
We were getting in and out. Like I didn't get slippage on a 50,000 share sell.
Totally. Like, so they just don't care about that even 50,000 share stop loss order because there's 2 million shares a minute. Yeah. Like it's not that big a deal for them. So on less liquid stocks, I do think there's some of that, some algos hunting out some stop losses. So I'd be careful there, but the liquid ones, not a problem at all. NRXP, man, it's going to do it.
Yeah, it is. It looks like it wants to.
Yeah, this one probably gaps Monday, too. Shoot.
It's all right.
Have the best of us. It's Friday.
Yeah, it's Friday. Lock in your gains.
Cheers to the freaking weekend.
Yeah, and guys, if you want a chance to join us on this show, go comment on Matt's Twitter.
Yes, I attempted to close it, but there were so many funny ones still rolling in that we're just going to do it through the weekend. And you can join us. We'll do it next week. We'll pick one winner. You can coordinate with us, and we'll bring you on and do like a little Zoom thing and just talk about the trades of the day for the next week's recap.
Yeah, we'll have that tweet linked in the description somewhere.
Yeah, we'll add it in the description. But that's all I got. Anything else for you?
Nope. Time to go enjoy the weekend and take a really, really good nap. I'm tired. I'm tired and hungry.
Well, that's all we got. So make sure if you're new, you like, subscribe, leave us a comment on my tweet too, because I want a good caption for yesterday's video and Bryce's unique. You know what?
Meg, let's get a comment for this one too.
What's your favorite part of his outfit? Like you got the hat on the table, you got the sunglasses, the boots, the shorts, or the flannel that's cut off. You have several options here.
Ooh.
Or the guns.
Oh, the gun. Yeah.
Which you better be careful.
Oh, don't forget about the man bun.
You're like a yogi, too.
Yeah, I know. I'm kind of a little bit of everything. I'm like an American yogi cowboy. Later, partners.
What's your favorite part? Leave a comment. That's all we got today, everybody.
Peace out.